10 seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
There I am. Anyway, good morning, everyone. Lost in Space, that's me. How the heck is everyone this morning? Hope you're having a great Wednesday morning. It's Hump Day. It's New Comic Book Day. Go visit your local comic monger and spend a lot of money. Yes, Sarah, I'm talking to you. Anyway, hope you all have a wonderful middle of your week planned. I'm Brian K. Morris, and this is Nevermind the Furthermore, the interactive conversation show where you type, I will read it, and we will have a conversation. And as always, we are brought to you by Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. Come on, you know that a great cover will help sell your book, right? And rather than you do it yourself with paint, MS Paint, why don't you hire a professional? He's affordable. Jeffrey Hayes does great work, as you can see from my latest release, Snow Ambition, brand new book, a one-shot quick read crime thriller. Anyway, this is available right now on Amazon for 99 cents. Pick it up. I'll be glad if you did, because you'll be entertained. But anyway, Jeffrey Hayes does great covers like that. You saw the trailer and you know what he can do. So check him out. Go to his Facebook page and check out some more of his work. And go then to plasmafiregraphics.com and contact him directly and get his rate card, okay? Jeffrey Hayes is Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it matters to your readers, okay? And we are also brought to you by the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. There is a new schedule. If you were watching Clever Title Pending last night, you know we've got a brand new show coming on. The Dastardly Dingoes have moved to the Rising Tide Broadcast Network because we are of like minds, and they're joining great shows like from the desk of a small press publisher, Nevermind the Furthermore, Drinking with the Davies, Historical Fencing Guild, TED Talks, Stupid O'Clock, the Last Man Standing, Creative as Hail, TED Talk, more TED Talks, and the Truth Mongers, and Comics, Chaos, and Sass, and let's see, Armchair Rocket Science updates. Let's make sure, and the Cigar Show with Ted and Carl. Just all kinds of good stuff here. Drinking the Davies. I mean, it's so nice. We say some of them twice. Anyway, we've got more shows coming up. I've got a brand new show starting next month that I think you're going to enjoy. Tidbits and Scribbles, of course, can't forget Michaela and her her weekday motivationals. She is amazing. All these guys and gals are amazing. I'm so proud to be a part of this network with them. Anyway, check out the shows. We've got some good stuff coming up, including tonight. I will be guest hosting The Truth Mongers with Ted Davies, and we're going to be discussing Atlantis. That's going to be a lot of fun. And looking forward to hanging out with Ted. And also love these people here. What is Patreon, you ask? Well, I'm glad you did. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where for a modest monthly stipend, you can directly support your favorite creators, but you get stuff in return. Oh, you do. And my people, although I had an assignment and I had to get it done, so I've been lax, but I'm going to make it up to these guys and gals. Some of them even at the $1 level are going to get to read early installments of The Terrors, my brand new book. And we'll be posting more of those chapters this week and resuming the Every Blog Deserves a Name special blog that only these guys and gals get to read. Anyway, we love them. We thank you for your support, patrons, and also they have their own Patreon page, so please check them out too and find out what they are offering as rewards for your direct support. And if you want to find out my rewards, go to www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And don't forget, tomorrow night is Comic Book Spectrum with Clyde Hall, Brian Rodman, Eric Hawkins, and myself. We're going to discuss the latest comic releases and talk about funny books. We got all kinds of things to talk about this week, I'm sure, because it's going to be, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Even if you don't like comic books, you're going to like Comic Book Spectrum. And I think that's it. So let me get to where I need to be and the chart. And there we go. And we got all kinds of cool people showing up in the room this morning, like Ace Bonnie. What's a barista's favorite exercise at the gym? The French press. Good morning to you, Ace. Glad you're here, my man. And Teresa Dunn, always glad you're here. Mwah, good morning to you. Happy Hump Day. Let's hope that the humping is good for you all today. And morning, fellow creators. Sarah, that's you, sweetheart. Love you, hun, to the abyss and back. And I hope you had a good night, my dear. Sometimes the night brings challenges, but we are here to meet them. That is what this program is about. And the co-host of last night's Clever Title Pending, where we talked about imposter syndrome, please check it out. Hope we did some people some good. And almost showtime. Good morning, everyone. Carl Wisman again. Thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate you so much. And I'm making this comment just so Brian has something to read. I got things to read. Oh my gosh, I've got things to read all over the place. Goodness gosh almighty. I do. I haven't gone through all my free comic book stuff yet. My lips have been tired. Anyway, Sarah is mocking someone with her laughter. And morning, Sarah and Ace and Teresa and BKM. Well, Carl, thank you again for being here last night. And thank you for being part of a fun after show. We did something different for the after show last night, and we're not going to do it all the time, but we had a little time, and a couple people asked to be in the after show, and I opened it up to them, and I want to thank Joe Dog McKeel and Skunk Rocker for popping in on us, and to Donna Carleen. It was a great time. I'm sorry I had to leave. What time did you guys finally get out of there? Because I had to see the cookie and her eyes. Anyway, from the Decimal Small Press publisher, who was also on the show last night and gave some really incredible comments. Morning, all morning, Brian. I do feel a bit right in the Cabasa after last night. Not so much in confidence, but so much more about right decision to move forward. Thanks to you and Carl. Well, I'm glad, man. I'm so glad. And that's the thing. You are so confident on your broadcasts that sometimes, it's like depression sometimes, another ailment that a number of us creative types tend to suffer from, and we don't let it show. And maybe we should more often, not for our own sake, but for everyone else. But Joe, you do such incredible product, not just broadcasting, but your comics as well. And dude, the stars are your destination, man. You are a star. You're doing things that people just don't even get started doing, like I said last night. And you do it so well. Man, as far as I'm concerned, you're a superstar, but I want to see you get all the accolades and all the good stuff you deserve. I want you not working for the state anymore. And Donna Carly, mwah, hello, everyone. Hello to you, darling. So glad you were at the after show last night. It was so much fun to have you there. And last night was a good show on imposter syndrome. It really was. I believe it's the third one we've done, and it won't be the last. Imposter syndrome, for those who don't know, is basically a feeling of unworthiness. Like somebody is going to say, okay, we've tumbled onto you. You're not really who you say you are as far as your accomplishments and everything. But like we said last night, I'll get it right this time, the only people who feel imposter syndrome are the people who have accomplished things. So that alone should ease out your imposter syndrome. It did mine. I'm pretty confident now moving forward, and it's no more who will read my stuff, who will do this, who will do that. And it's like, I don't have to know how to do everything. Like Joe, he doesn't do his own coloring, and that's fine. I don't do my own graphics, except for Clever Title Pending, which, It is what it is. But Cookie is working on my thumbnails for my new show starting next month, which, by the way, will be a daily show. Yes, we are back to 7-day-a-week broadcasting because there is something so horribly broken inside of us that we must do this. But we think you're going to like it. We think everyone's going to dig it, and we hope it inspires some of you to like Joe to move up, to take that next couple of steps forward. And everyone's saying hello to each other. And Carl Whitson says, yes, Jody, you got to move forward. Unless you're dancing, there's little reason to move backwards. Yeah, and sharks gotta swim to survive. And I can't imagine not writing anymore, not publishing, not hanging with my peeps. Even broadcasting, which isn't my A job, I don't think. I still want to put my A game out there, and I still want to hang out with you guys. So that's important to me, and I hope it's just as important to you. And Joe, anytime you feel that imposter syndrome, come talk to me, brother. I'm your contact. Contact me or Carl. We'll help you through it. And Sarah says, I'm going to have to watch last night's show because I pretty much missed much of it. Well, we hope you do, and I think it's just as good on the reruns. We get a lot of views on the reruns, and most of the time we get a minimum of like 30. What did I figure it out? Last time I looked, it was like 35% increase in subsequent views. And I want to take some stats on some of them because we've got some older shows that are still good and still viable. And from Desolate Small Press Publisher, had to leave due to being in a class with Henri Compound and Kevin Hines, dealing with sales, working on one of my weaknesses, speed pitching. Yeah, and it's like you and I, you do 1 minute. I like to do about 15 seconds, and it works for both of us, man. And I use it to kind of pre-qualify, and I really got to get back into that. The class with Henri and Kevin, because I sat in on the first one, and I got so much out of it that my schedule, or actually that freelance editing gig I had, was kind of taking up much of my spare time. But yeah, I want to get in with Henri and Kevin again because they do an amazing job on that. And you were a bit distracted yesterday from what I gathered from last night's show. Unwanted trouble seems to find you when you are enjoying good, clean fun. Yeah, I've been a little distracted lately. One is the aftermath of what I had to do a couple Sundays ago. And yeah, I was a little off kilter last night. I will admit that. Plus, I was tired, and today's going to be another tiring day. I've got a lot to get accomplished. And Wednesdays I'm going to mow my lawn. Anyway, before the city tells me to. But the heat's been so bad here, and I don't deal with heat very well anymore. So anyway, and Cookie can't help because she busted her elbow. But anyway, but yeah, I was, and I'm sorry if I didn't bring 100% last night, but you guys did, and that was what was important. I see myself as a facilitator anyway. And speed pitching, that sounds a little scary. I think it's probably like my elevator pitching. So, and yes, Sarah is a magnet for idiot men. Carl, I'm in the room, okay? I'm still listening, all right? But she is just such a, despite her goth influence, she is such a bright light that how can she help but attract some of the moths that are out there? And that's right, happy first day of September to you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. You reminded me. What was I saying about last night being off? I've always got a lot to say. Please go to www.risingtide.pub. Two reasons, no more than two. One, Damian Waldron redesigned it, and it is glorious. It works beautifully. You can find links to my books, reviews, also the latest episode of all my broadcasts, as well as a way to sign up for my monthly newsletter. The new issue goes out today at 5:15 p.m. So if you sign up by 5, and that's Eastern time. So if you sign up there by 5 p.m., you will be able to get in, okay, and get the issue. So looking forward to everyone reading that. So anyway, thank you, Sarah. And from the Desolate Small Press Publisher, if something that has to be perfected to get people's attention, it's something that has to be perfected to get people's attention to your product. Yeah. And Henri is a master at it. I mean, I've seen him at work at shows, and there is a reason why he has sold, I think it's either close to or over 100,000 units of his comic without Diamond. That's the thing. Without a national distributor, he has sold those on his own. The man is a machine. He's great, and he is one of the kindest people around. And I love Kevin, too. He's great. Hey, good morning, Eric Hawkins. Morning, all. Happy Letter Appreciation Day. I appreciate letterers. For those of you who don't know, in comic books, you see those little words in the word balloons? Those are the people who put those in. And I have a great appreciation for letterers. I really do. Bad lettering will actually put me off of a story. Lettering is one of those arts. It's kind of like coloring to a degree. You don't really notice it unless it is spectacular. Most of the time, you don't notice it. The casual comic reader doesn't, unless it's bad. All right, and Eric is a terrific letterer. He really is, and of course, he uses a computer for it, but he picks good fonts anyway. But anyway, he's a great illustrator. And yeah, let's appreciate the Gasper Saladinos, the Ben Odas, the Sam Rose and Joe Rosens, Artie Simek, John Costanza, one of my favorites. So anyway, but no, we should appreciate letters and comics. And right, Joe D, but if done wrong, yeah, it can lose the sale too. Doing anything too quickly can be bad. Well, as long as your pitch is good. And I have found that my longer pitches, I kind of try to condense them from there. But if I can get it under 20 seconds, I feel it's good. My Moby Dick example is about 30 seconds, but don't you wish your high school English teacher had used it when you were younger and said, we've got the story. It's about a white whale. And everybody's like, yeah, that's nice. Anyway, I read it on my own. I read Classics Illustrated comics when I was a kid. They were still coming out then. And it inspired me to want to read the originals, which my mother encouraged me to do. She said, as long as I read good books, I could continue reading comics. So, it's like in order to read my 4-color trash, she would let me read the classics. I think the only one of the few I didn't read that was in the Classics Illustrateds that I had was War and Peace. I tried. I just couldn't get into it. To this day, I've not read War and Peace, but I've read like Les Mis, Dickens, Shelley, of course, Stoker, Melville, a lot of the classics. And I think it's important for us. And Why I Love Jesus Illusion Show, Jake Lindsay, how you doing this morning? Hi, Brian. Any advice on a title for my Halloween show? What do you think about this? Don't Be Afraid of Halloween. Ooh, yeah. I like that. That's pretty cool. And Sarah says, I might go to Midgard Comics in Charleston today. I'm dangerous in there. We like a dangerous girl. That's what makes us happy. And good morning, Nevermorians. Hello, Facebook user. And Bobby Nash is that. I don't know who. Sometimes Facebook does not let me see who's on there. Now, if you come on here often, it's a glitch on Facebook's part. But anyway, I'm glad you're here. I really am. I am so glad you're here. I'll be having a good morning so far. And from this Small Press Publisher, I'm not confident in doing especially shows, so I'm learning from two people that mastered it. You got that right. Those two, like I said, those two guys can teach it because they do it. It's not like somebody who's never written a book is going to tell you how to write a New York Times best-selling novel. It ain't happening. That's why I like them. I want to get some of the master classes. I haven't pulled the trigger on any of them. But the funny thing is only one of them deals with writing. I want to get the Neil Gaiman one just because he's so brilliant. And I just love to listen to him talk. And there's a couple, I want to see the Neil deGrasse Tyson one on critical thinking. I've seen snippets of it. That's good stuff. We could all stand to watch that one. And then there's I'd love to watch the Ron Howard one on directing and the Samuel L. Jackson one on acting, not because I necessarily want to direct a major motion picture feature or be in a major motion picture as an actor. I just want to hear what they have to say about their creative process, because I think a lot of it, the creative process for all of us, regardless of our disciplines, interweaves at some point. It's kind of like a Venn diagram, and there in the circle is the commonality we all share as creatives. And Keisha Acuff, the beautiful Keisha Acuff of Cryptid Crunch and her own occasional shows on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Hello, beautiful people. I've missed you the last couple days. We miss you too, Keisha. You're a darling. You really are. We love seeing you here. It makes us happy. I imagine you're smiling. Well, then again, I imagine you're smiling, just brightens my day. And what is it? You've got a wee one that just got into school, right? I think I saw the pictures of her. And I think her backpack's bigger than she is. And from this, the small press publisher Midgard did not know you were reaching us from a different realm, Sarah. I thought we were all on Midgard. Sarah is definitely on a different realm. I can say that with all certainty, but we love her. And good idea, Joe. And Tabitha Dibble Brown, hello, Tabitha, how are you? Good morning, everyone. Hope your week is going well. Please also remember that if you can't be good at it. Well, then, I'm great at it. I am up to no good. And Joe Dog McKeel, I'm here. We're happy. Joe Dog, do you want to announce the thing we talked about last night during the after show? Like I said, we're not gonna have after shows a lot that go on for a little bit, and that's where we all gather in when the show ends and we've stopped broadcasting. Then last night we had Skunk Rocker and Donna Carleen and Joe Dog McKeel. I just mentioned the show and I said, well, send me a link. I want to get in there. And I had a great time talking to you guys. I'm just sorry I had to leave. But it was a lot of fun. It was great. And we may do that more often. And Brian Rodman, also a star last night on the show on Clever Tile Pending. Thank you for being there, my friend. And good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorans. Well, if you missed last night, my goodness, check out Clever Tile Pending with the reruns. Carl Witzman dropped some epic wisdom, as did BKM, Joe D. McPhee, and Rick Bradley, and you, my man. Don't forget you. I was there soaking it all up. Head to the Rising Tide Network on YouTube and enjoy the show. Definitely. It's always a good time on there. By the way, one thing we announced last night was, I said earlier, the Dastardly Dingoes are joining the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, and they will be starting in October. They will take over Tuesday evenings. Now, I'm going to take a little hiatus from Clever Tile Pending. But not for long. We're going to find a different time for it. Or if nothing else, like when the Dingoes take a hiatus, I'll step in and do a series of shows. We'll just kind of move around, tag team like that. But definitely check out last night's show, Clever Tile Pending. If you've ever felt unworthy of what you do, even if it's your day job, check out last night's show. We may have some help for you. But speaking of YouTube, as Brian did, so don't forget we have the YouTube challenge. I'm deadly serious about this. And I haven't checked my numbers this morning. I haven't been up long enough to check my numbers. But anyway, we have a goal of 1,100 subscribers by the end of Halloween night. So as I'm driving back from Dalton, Georgia, and HalloCon, I will want to come home, turn on my viewer, and see that I am at 1,100 plus subscribers on YouTube. It takes just a moment, and we appreciate it so very much, because what we want to do is take the monetization from that, and we're going to pass it down to some of the people in the Rising Tide Broadcast Network to help them out to, if nothing else, just be an attaboy or attagirl. Like if somebody needs a new camera, here's something. If somebody needs a program to do their show better, maybe I'll pay for a year subscription. If I get enough people signed up and I get enough in monetization, maybe every month I'll just okay, you've got a year's worth of free StreamYard. That's my ambition, to take care of my people. That's what I do. But anyway, let's see where we're at. And we're at 603 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. And only 500 or so more to go. But we think we can do it. We think we're on our target for it. So please share this broadcast. Give it a thumbs up on YouTube. That helps us so much. And please subscribe. That is the main thing. Please subscribe and ring that bell, because you want to see my new morning show is going to start next month. We're already writing scripts for it, and I think you're going to dig what we're doing. Anyway, Brian, it's good to have you here. And Sarah says, I may not go today. I'm not sure. I spend too much of my money and will be going there when I'm alerted my pool box has arrived. Oh, okay. As long as they tell you. That's a good thing. Because one thing you do, and pool box is, it's like a subscription where you say, I want every issue of Batman, or I want every issue of Dark Avengers, or the Blue Flame, or Action Comics, or whatever. Okay. And every month the store will pull your subscription, put it in a place for you, and when you come in, it's waiting for you. You don't have to wonder if you miss an issue because they take care of you. So, Sarah, what you might do is just give yourself a budget. Say, I'm only going to spend my pull box plus $20, or order something from them to add to your collection, like excuse me, like something like the first volumes of some of the stuff you got the other day. And I gotta do something here. My sinuses are killing me for a second, so we are gonna have a special broadcast real fast. So anyway, folks, please check this out. It's an award-winning book that I am in, along with several of your Nevermorian friends, and we think you ought to get it. It's available now on Amazon. Check it out.
Stormgate Press presents a collection of 7 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Experience courageous two-fisted heroes and their intrepid and often dangerous exploits. From dark, watery depths to high-flying heights, these fantastic tales span the globe and take the reader on fast-paced adventures in classic pulp style. Take a seat as we pull back the curtain on days gone by with edge-of-your-seat storytelling in the vein of Golden Age era pulp fiction. This is Pulp Reality. Available now from Stormgate Press on Amazon.com.
Please check it out. I've got a story in there. Rick Bradley has a story in there. Clyde Hall has a story in there. Plus, a lot of your favorite Nevermorians are in there. Great art, great stories. And Charles F. Milhouse puts it all together. Bobby Nash is in there. Holy cats! No wonder it won an award. I'm an award-winning author now. This is wonderful. It's beautiful. Anyway, please check it out. Available now on Amazon. And I was having sinus difficulties and tickling in my nose, so thank you for indulging me. Anyway, Joe Dog and Facebook user says, good morning, Nevermorians. Hope you have a great day. You too. I hope your day goes swimmingly. And the Dingoes and I are so excited to join the Rising Tide Network. It's going to be a blast. We are going to have so much fun. Plus, we're going to have a crossover event, just like Crisis on Infinite Broadcast or something. Or we're going to have Flashpoint, and I'm going to come back thinner with more hair. But anyway, please check it out. And we are so proud to have you guys on. You guys do such a great job. And it's like, I was telling Brian, what do you guys want to do anything with us for the love of God? It's, it's like you guys are so much classier than we are. And they're like, no, we're not. Anyway, Rick Bradley says, good morning, Nevermorians. Rick, you were brilliant last night. Thank you for being on last night's Clever Title Pending. We had a great show last night. Please do check it out. Great comments, great conversation, and a lot of help if you feel that little bit of doubt that hits us all. And from the Small Press Publisher, hey, Sarah, have you announced a release date for your comic yet? Oh, Sarah continues, which means I'll probably be spending more money than my pull box when I'm there. Dangerous is more than a song by Roxette. And Why I Love Jesus, Illusion Show says, Mike, what's today? Hump Day. Woo-hoo! Yeah, that's right. It is the day of humping. And Brian Robbins says, the Nebulizer books have arrived. Yay, my goodness. 7-day turnaround time for Comics on Spring. Comics Wellspring is unheard of. They are amazing. All the books look great, and I can't wait to start shipping these out to all of our wonderful backers. I can't wait to get mine. I'm seriously jazzed for that book. Man, the Nebulizer is so much fun. And please check out Brian when he does head to the conventions, probably next year. Unfortunately, he won't be with us at BurtCon this coming Saturday. But we will try to carry on without him. It won't be easy, but we will. But we have some great people like Kyle Starks, who's done a lot of comics, including the Rick and Morty comic book from IDW. Also, who else we got? We got Amy Hale, Kathy Jackson, Matthew Jackson, Rick Bradley will be there, and a whole bunch of our friends. please come see us. There'll be a cosplay contest, I believe, and we are going to try to have a writing panel. Last year, or not last year, but 2 years ago, last BirdCon, we had a writing panel, and we got a graduate who's going to be joining us on the panel this year. It's going to be fun. And good morning to Michaela J. Mwah, the morning motivational maven, and tidbits and scribbles and all kinds of wonderful things. Check out her Warriors trilogy, and book 4 is coming out soon from Amazon. She's amazing, and we love you. And Joe Dog McKeel, sign a homeless guy was holding at Walmart last night. Spaceship ran out of beer. I gave him a 5. Oh my God. I remember one year I went to Gen Con in Indy, and some guy was lying on the sidewalk, and his sign said something like "screw food, need beer," and I'm like, okay, I can deal with that kind of honesty. And Michaela, sorry I missed last night's fun. I went to bed early. Well, sweetheart, you're still in the day job. But if you please check out her morning motivational for progress reports on Michaela leaving the day job. And if you have ambitions of giving the 9 to 5 the heave ho, tidbits and scribbles and morning motivations will help you get there. A guarantee, as Justin Wilson used to say. And it is, I'm inspired by her. I really do. I mean, yeah, I've reached a certain level. I want to go higher. I will go higher. But I see what Michaela's doing. And Michaela, please sign up for her newsletter. You can be one of her subs. And also, please sign up for her YouTube channel. If I want her to pass me up, I want to see who hits 1,000 first. And Carl Westman says it was fun and hopefully informative, Michaela. Yeah, it was a great show. I think you'll dig it on the rerun. I really do. And someone else we dig is Bobby Nash. I hope everyone's having a great day. Bobby, we are. We hope you are too. Hope you and Dad are doing well. And please check out BobbyNash.com for some great reading. And I tell you, I'm so glad to have him here. And Bobby, if you're available, if I do my 12-hour show, I definitely want you there. Anyone should be there for a record-breaking and probably bladder-busting show. It should be you, sir. Anyway, hope you're having a great day. Please check out BobbyNash.com for some great books. And John P. Pica, johnpica.com, and back of the Cereal Box Network. Depression among creatives is a real thing, but it is very unattractive to the outside world, so I refuse to let it show. Confidence is sexy, and that's all I let people see. Yeah, I'm the same way. And I think a lot of us are. And I don't think that's a bad thing. But we have to occasionally let the facade drop and just basically say, hey, I'm having a little trouble right now. And I say that knowing how bad I am at that. Because there are times as the leader of this group, note the air quotes, I sometimes feel like I've got to, be strong. And, I've learned that in my actions, I definitely am. But as far as, public displays, I'm not going to show anyone I'm, ready to go down to the bathtub and empty out my veins or anything. But, I definitely need to be better about telling people and asking for help. And I think we all need that. But I agree with you, John, that moping is not sexy. And I really, and it sounds terrible, but I have seen some creators like, well, I'm really depressed, so buy my books and I won't be depressed, or maybe I won't kill myself or something. Like the last couple of weeks, Amy Hale had COVID, and she's much better now. Thank you. Thank you for your prayers and good thoughts for her. But we did it just to help her out. It wasn't like she asked me to. I think she was surprised we did it. And we helped her sales. But, I've seen creatives get on the air and it's like, almost like a telethon, like, I'll stop being miserable if you all buy my book. And it's like, good luck. Anyway, but no, I agree with you. And like I keep saying, a great deal of what we do is showbiz. It's me, but not me. But anyway, Sarah, 2 likes and 8 viewing brings out a cat of 9 tails with a crack sound. Ooh. Sarah, I think Sarah and I want to be alone now. And Jake Lindsay says, I did the most amazing thing. I kept kids entertained for 55 minutes. They didn't act up once. Wow, that's not just amazing. That's borderline miracle, dude. because I know how I was when I was a kid. Anthony Beveau, always a pleasure, my friend. And hi, Brian, how are you? I am well, and well with everyone. Hey, we're all having a good time, and we had a great show last night. We're having a good show so far here. So far, so good. And good morning, Bobby. You have a great day, says Facebook user. I agree. Bobby Nash, you have an excellent day. I insist. And thanks for a reminder to like Sarah. I was slacking again. I'm older and forget. I'm older than you, but I remember. Of course, I don't remember usually. Like when I'm watching, I try to get into all of our broadcasts and give them a like. Sometimes I don't remember till the end of the episode, but anyway, I know what you mean. And the Burr months begin. Thank God, says Brian Robin. The sweet, crisp air and cold days are coming soon. Yeah, I think here in Lafayette, we're thinking tonight's going to get down to the upper 50s, and that's exciting. I'm actually going to get my lawn mowed soon. We've just got a lot to do today, but and tomorrow. And don't forget, I'll be on the Truth Mongers with Ted Davies tonight, talking Atlantis. That's going to be a lot of fun. And a Facebook user says confidence is sexy, and yes, depression is real. That's why self-care is so important, John. You're doing a great job on slimming down and being so careful in what you eat. You are an inspiration, dude. I gotta echo that. You check out John's photos. I mean, the man made a conscious decision to transform himself, and it is paying off. And you're not morbidly obese like I am, but John decided to take off a few pounds so he looked better in his Harley Quinn outfit, and by gosh, he's a sexy man. I'm telling you, sexy man. But he looks good, and the health benefits the resulting health benefits should be good. And Sarah says, BKM, I'm having to do the same thing you did a couple Sundays ago. I completely understand how that must have been for you. I know it's got to be rough. And to some people, we're kind of vague booking. But I did have to eject someone from our circle because he was victimizing members of the broadcast network and our crew. I will not say who, but he knows who he is. And it is not easy, especially when you have considered them friends. Hell, I talked for 4 hours. I was on a 4-hour special on IndieVolt about that sort of thing. And you kind of feel, it's like, why didn't I see the signs? Because they're experts at not showing you those signs is the thing. And that's the thing with narcissists. And I had to eject one from our circle. And the thing is, once you find out the bad things about somebody, then the evidence just starts piling up, and it's not like you're looking for it. So, Sarah, I understand if you need to unburden yourself or anything, you know where to find me. I'm going to be busy, but I will check in when I can. If none else, we'll have a talk at the end of the day. But I'm with you, whatever you have to do. And if I have to do something to block them out of my life to keep you safe, I will do it. All right. Just let me know what needs to be done. But yeah, we made a decision for the sake of the network because of this one person. And it was no one who was broadcasting. And but anyway, some people were made to feel unsafe because of him. And I'm not having that on my watch. I take care of my people. When I've been in management in retail, my slogan as a manager was always, I take care of my people. I once worked at, and I'm not saying this to make me sound great, it's just I think this is a good example for all managers. I worked at Office Depot one time, and I found out after a couple of years of working with this lovely gentleman who unfortunately is no longer with us, that he'd had a stroke just before he came to work. And his short-term, and I thought he was just like, getting up there and couldn't remember stuff. But it turns out his short-term memory was affected. And, and there was at least one of the managers that wanted to fire him because he was not 100%. And when I found this out, I told the manager, I said, if you fire him, I'm going to hold the door for him, and then I'm going to follow him. Okay. You fire him, I'm quitting. And I made it very clear that I was serious about it. And it was, and I love the guy. I really did. And it's one of the things, you do that for the people you love. So anyway, and Sarah says, I'm here to help Carl. And good morning all from Ted Davies Artistry. Looking forward to tonight and see you tonight in the Truth Mongers BKM. Ted, I will be there. I've got a real busy day today and I've got to go out of town, but I should be back in time for the show. All right. And Skunk Rocker, so glad you joined us in the after show last night. Good morning, Nevermorian, or every morning. Excuse me. The only thing yanking my tail this morning is I overslept a little bit. Well, dude, you deserve it. You take care of yourself, all right? And you enjoy this hump day, all right? Good morning, every morning. It is so good to have you here, Skunk. It was a treat to talk to you last night. And Rick Radley, I hope Billy Joe Armstrong has a good sleep this month. Oh, that's right. That's right. I get it. And hey, never mind the furthermore. In bed, though, nice. Gonna roll back over. Ooh. Skunk's making it sexy now. Joe Dog McKeel says, watching the 2011 Halloween episode of Castle, good old Nate Fillion has the politically correct term for a ghost, apparition American. I shall use this term from now on. I love that. That is so correct. I dig that. I love it. Thanks, Joe Dog. And John Pica, for anyone who wants to work on their elevator pitch, I belong to a group on Clubhouse, and every Thursday we do a focus group practicing elevator pitches. Clubhouse, join it. John, I'm pulling the trigger. I am so pulling the trigger, dude. Seriously. And welcome, Relax Skunk Rocker, says our doorman, Carl Witzman. And Ryan Permisson has shared this. Thank you, my friend. So grateful to have you here. And as always, check him out. He's doing well. And check out Anchor FM for the Nerdcast, episode 113. They're going to talk movies there, and you got to have it. Seriously. And Skillshare has been fantastic for the money, cheaper than Masterclass. Yeah, Skillshare is great. It is a series of videos telling you how to do your business better. I learned a lot about marketing. There is if you've probably seen it already, Michaela, check out the marketing video by Jenna Morisi. JennaMoreci. She is brilliant. She talks like you and I do, which means we can't have her on the show. Anyway, she is wonderful and got so much great advice, and she's killing it. That's the thing. She's leading by example, which is what I dig. Please check that out if you haven't already. But yeah, Skillshare is a great resource, as is YouTube. And there is a pay version of Skillshare that if you contact me, I can give you a code that will give you a free month's worth of it, so you can check it out. It gives you access to every damn thing. And Ryan Permisson says, subscribe to the Nerd Culture channel on YouTube today for great nerdy content, including trivia, interviews, and more. Check it out. It's great. And Brian Rahman, oh man, Masterclass has a ton of writing courses. I've taken the Gaiman one like 4 times, but Dan Brown just launched one too. And there's also a lot of authors on there too. Brian, you'd love it. Yeah, I know. Dan Brown's another one. I would be interested in what he has to say. And and I blanked out his name, but the guy who wrote the guy that wrote The West Wing, he did an unsold Wonder Woman pilot about 10 years ago. It was really pretty good. I really enjoyed it. John B. Pica says, and anyone who has been beside me at a con can tell you I am nearly pitch perfect. I will agree with that. This man's got his rap together and his crap together. He is fantastic. I'm serious. I want more shows where I'm sitting next to this guy because I'm going to take notes like a SOB. I'm telling you. And how about a comic about Agent Jody Stone, cop, special investigator, and aviator? Teresa, is that something you're working on? Please tell us. And Keisha Acuff, you guys are the most amazing group of people. And yes, she just started preschool. Oh, Keisha, we only have amazing people. That's why you're here, and that's why you're part of the Back of the Stereo Box network too, sharing you as reluctantly as I am. Anyway, she also does a great show with Willow Schuyler called Cryptid Crunch. That's a treat. I've been digging that show. And also she does occasional shows on our network too, and we love her because she's such a wonderful lady. She really is. Hope we get to do more shows together, Keisha. And you give that little girl of yours a hug. Yeah. And it's been fun to watch. I don't have kids, so I don't have to, I don't have to worry about things like that. It was so cute watching her come out of school. I just love that. It made me grin. And Ryan Purvis implores you to join him this Saturday at 12 p.m. That's noon Eastern for the season premiere of, and I quote, with writer, cosplayer, and co-host of Comic Book Spectrum, Clyde Hall, on Facebook at It's Nerd Culture. It is wonderful. And speaking of which, tomorrow night at 7 p.m., Comic Book Spectrum, join us, because we talk about good stuff like comics, and we've got Eric S. Hawkins, Clyde Hall, and Brian Robin on there being amazing. So please check it out. It's a good show. And Ryan Permison, will you address the question I had last night on Clever Typo? Oh, I forgot about that. Please re-ask it, okay? And when we get to it, we will discuss it. But you had a question, and it wasn't quite with the theme, but we may be doing something like, we may do another AMA next week. I'm thinking we're going to have another panel show. I have missed doing panel shows. And when they're as good as last night's, you want to do more. And 603, thank you, Carl, and thank you to my 603 subscribers. I'm so happy. I will. Oh, I'm so happy. And that's only 500 more to go before Halloween, the end of Halloween night, and we will do that special 12-hour Never Mind the Furthermore. All right, and so if you want to see me need a hail pail like no tomorrow, and hopefully they'll have the StreamYard will roll out the co-host features by then. Historical Fencing Guild says, good morning, Nevermorians. Tech and biotech issues slain. How is everyone this morning? We are doing well. Nicholas Anthony Tucker, check out the Historical Fencing Guild on YouTube every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time. And check him out. Check out Nicholas Tucker on Amazon because he's amazing. And Kyle Guthrie, hey, if you want, you can follow me on Twitch. I've got to do that. I need to learn Twitch. I really do. I know. I honestly don't think I'm using it to my full potential. Well, now that I've got a little downtime from the editing gig, I'm gonna check it out. And Damian Waldron, good to see you, my friend. And that's right, he's gonna be at BirdCon this weekend too. Please check him out. And speaking of subscribers, definitely please come subscribe to my channel. It would make me happy, and you can watch me go into total agony for 12 solid hours. And knowing me, I'll probably talk during the whole thing and probably wind up going long. So I know every time we hit a milestone, we'll have a slightly longer special Nevermind the Furthermore. How's that sound? Eric Hawkins, I'll promote the channel on Mike Miller's Drawn and Quarter tonight if I can. Yep. Bonnie and Clyde got me the win for a place on the pro show. Excellent. You show those pros up, buddy. I have total faith in you. And that was a beautiful illustration. Oh, and dude, I got to talk to you. We're going to vague book a minute. Thank you for what you sent me yesterday, but I honestly mean for you to keep it because of the stuff I haven't paid you for anyway. So anyway, we'll talk. We need to talk about that later. But thank you, Eric. That was so kind of you. And of course, he often cancels when I'm supposed to be on. He's scared of you. That's what it is. Miller's scared of you. I call him a great big chicken poopy pants, and maybe that'll shame him into coming on the show and getting his face rubbed in it. Anyway, but he's a great artist too. I'd love to talk more with him sometime. And yeah, I'm going to get a call when my pull box is ready. Great advice, thanks. Well, you're welcome, Sarah. It's something I have to do on a monthly basis is budget myself. I'm surprised I haven't pledged any new Kickstarters in the last month. I need to get on that. And anyway, it's a quick link that will help with subs. Let's get it done. Yeah, seriously, let's get me up to 1,100. Remember, a lot of benefits because and not just to me. Something else I was talking with Cookie about. There are some charities that I support, and there's something on there called Super Chat, which for like Americans, it'd be $1. For Willow Schuyler, it'd be a Canadian dollar. For like Glenn B. Fleming, it'd be €1 minimum, but you can give whatever you wanted. And we would have some nights where it'd be all the Super Chat money would go towards charity. Like I'm big on one called St. Baldrick's Foundation, which is an organization that supplies money for research into finding a cure for childhood cancers. If we take care of theirs too, maybe us grown-ups will get a little piece of that action as well. But anyway, we support that very much. And like I said, if we get Super Chat, we might, one day say, okay, we're going to give it to St. Baldrick's, or we're going to donate to the Hero Initiative, which supplies medical aid and other financial supports for older comic book creators who didn't have contracts, who didn't have a deal where they own part of their characters. A lot of this went on in the comics book field up until the late 70s when DC and Marvel in particular, and also Pacific and First started paying royalties to their creators for sales and everything. But yeah, we might do some charity super chats. So anyway, great, Eric, way to go. Yeah, way to go, dude. I'm proud of you as always. And jealousy is a cruel mistress, Eric. I imagine he's just eaten up. That's right. He ought to be grateful that you would do his show. I know I am grateful when you do Comic Book Spectrum. Willow Schuyler, stopping in to say hello. Hope you all have a great day. Gotta start work, but I'll chat with you all this evening. Looking forward to it, Willow. As always, you have a great day. Our peppermint princess, as Carl calls her. Oh, and you all don't need to know what that means. Anyway, what have we got here? Scam. Dealer vehicle warranty scam recording. Okay. Yeah, I brought my phone up here. I don't know why. Let's have some fun. Anyway. What do you want? What do you want? They hung up. I have an app on my phone called Should I Answer. It is a free app, and what it does is you leave ratings for telephone calls you get. And if you get five different ones, if they're a scam caller or robocall, whatever, you actually won't get the call anymore. And I do get repeat calls because I don't answer my phone very often. I don't have my phone on me a lot of the time. But anyway, Willow Schuyler, Willow's Pillow Talk and Cryptid Crunch. Check them out. She is awesome. And the purple-haired peppermint princess. That's right. And hashtag pillow pants. Sarah, I am not going to say that on the air. You can't make me say hashtag pillow pants. Got that? And I don't know about you, but I'm at 557 knocking on your back door, good buddy. Michaela Jade, is that like some sort of pegging code or something? Anyway, I welcome it. And Michaela knows who's going to be the first person, the loudest cheerleader for her. I seriously, 557, you are getting close. I better step up my game here. Good Lord. So please subscribe to Michaela's channel too, because she is so fantastic and she is doing so much great broadcasting and she writes great books. So please check them out on Amazon. We just checked, we're still at 603. Please help me. Anyway. And Archie A. Cunningham, hey man, what's going on? Hey, how are you, my friend? Great artist, good guy. Missed you at Kokomo Con this year, my buddy. And brother, I hope you're doing well. And I can't wait to do a show with you again. Hope all is well, my friend. Much love from me and Cookie. Oh man, check out Archie Cunningham's great work. Oh man, drop a link. Drop a link if you got a website or a Facebook page or something. Archie, we got to get you some eyes. Brian Robin, and you've got Damian R. Waldron there with you this weekend. He'd be a great filler for Comic Book Spectrum Live. He knows his stuff. Well, the thing is, if I do that, then he gets on Joe D. McPhee's hit list. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that Joe D. is outside your home planting flowers. You know what I'm saying? Just, and working on your brakes. We love you, Joe. Anyway, Joe Dog McKeel, it's a text message. Is a text message supposed to be more reassuring when it starts with, at least nobody has to go to the hospital? Yeah, I'd take whatever comfort I could from that. And Carl Winsman, are you getting a notification every time you post you are a moderator? And no, not yet. This is something I need to know about. Carl and Joe Dog are two of my moderators, and thank you for it. I appreciate it. And there was a total of 45 3-year-olds at the show. I was shocked they were that well behaved. That group pic I sent you was the kids. Oh, that's right. That was beautiful, man. Good work. I'm glad Jake is moving up in the world. He really is. I'm really proud of him. And Carl, does Jake's message remind you of the time you did a magic show at our niece's birthday party, and there was that one little know-it-all kid asked on a Carlene? Uh-oh, there's a story. And Rick Radley, I'm there with you on the depression thing. Missed a few days of work for my cancer surgery, and the CVK was cut in half. Hoping to sell all my B&B books or as close as I can. Blasted house payment and electricity. Dude, also don't forget you're an author. You got your B plan. Start talking up your books. And definitely, folks, please check out the work of Rick Bradley. It is good. He's a good writer. I'm not joking. It's like, I read his first short story in the Nightmare Collective, which I'm also in. Please check that out at Amazon. And I'm like, why is he taking lessons from me? For the love of God, I'll be asking him questions. He is really good. Carl Weston says there is always one little know-it-all kid, but that's okay. I used to be that kid. Carl, I still am. And Jake Lindsay says, my next show there is expecting 300 kids on my next show. It is going to be fun. It sounds like a good time. Anthony Beveau, very glad to hear that Amy Hale made it through COVID and is feeling and doing better. She is. And I'll check that out, Joe Dog. So anyway, let me see. I'm going to check out something here. Okay. And what are we getting here? A little something. Yeah, you are, well, we did put you up as a moderator. I think you asked to be. If you want, we can take you down, take you out of that, Joe Dog. I can do that after the show. But yeah, that's a weird message. Joe Dog's getting some. The creator trusts you to help them build a positive, safe community. Now you can, and delete it. Well, okay, yeah, and just yeah. I would just close it or hit the moderator FAQ and see if that makes it go away. I've never had that before. So anyway, but anyway, no, Amy is she doesn't have her sense of smell back, but she's doing a lot better. And if you want to meet her, Anthony, she will be at BergCon at the Bonham Business Center at 540 North Commercial Street in Harrisburg, Illinois, just 20 minutes west of Marion. I think it'd be about a 3-hour drive for you, Anthony, I think. But it'll be worth it. I will be there. Amy Hale, Kathy Jackson. Good chance to hobnob with the writing celebrities. And always loving seeing and hearing you too, Anthony. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you so very much. We need to talk more. And we'll have a dinner guest tonight, but 15 minutes before the Truthmonger, she is being shown the door. That's right. Priorities. Or have her listen. And she can learn more about Atlantis. And Anthony Beveau, very sorry to hear that you had to let that person go who was causing such troubles, but very glad to hear that you did it. I didn't see that I had a choice. And I will say that upon pulling the trigger on this, and I found out some other things they had been doing to the network deliberately, kind of like sabotaging behind the scenes, not just what they were doing as far as their improprieties were going. And when you pick up a phone and you tell them, I don't think there's anything we need to talk about. And their first reaction, like if you were charged with something you didn't do, wouldn't you protest your innocence? Instead, the first thing was, can't we talk about this? And I did lay out what the charge, what was getting them kicked out of the group. And the first thing out of their face was, can't we talk about this? Not what he did. No. There was nothing to talk about. But you got to protect your people, Anthony. And that's what this is about. That's what Rising Tide does. And, I am sorry I had to do it. But I don't regret it, because the propriety of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network and the safety of the people in it and in my audience is of paramount importance. And if it loses me that person's friendship, then so be it. They weren't a very good friend to begin with, apparently. And got this last show I did, they paid me $175 for only an hour. I was shocked, dude. Run with it. I'm telling you, that'll help the tithing a bit, I think. And John B. Pica is a wizard at Comic-Cons. I was so impressed with you at Imaginarium, my friend, says Brian Robin. Yeah, John's an impressive guy. He really is. He is a terrific friend and an amazing broadcaster. Please check out the back of the Cereal Box Network because he's amazing. That's why we're so happy to be friends with people like John Pica with his channel, Indie Volt channel, Varian and Randy. We love you guys. Hanging with Web Show Network, great shows on there. It's us all working, kind of side by side to create a better environment for creativity. And Why I Love Jesus Illusion Show says, one confusing thing that other magicians are still harassing me about. I keep getting messages saying, because you don't have a character in your show, you will never be a great illusionist. It's really stressful dealing with them. You're too nice to tell them what I would tell them. So you don't have a character in your show? That makes absolutely no sense. You are the character. You are the character, okay? And I mean that in a good way. Look at Penn and Teller. They have roles that they play, but they don't create, like, I'm thinking, like, you don't have a character. You are you. David Copperfield is him. The great magicians of history, Blackstone, Houdini, they were their own character. I have no idea what your so-called peers are telling you, except the fact that they're jealous. That's what it is. And that's what happens when you start to succeed. It happens to all of us. You're going to get people who will try to do the death of a thousand cuts act on you, where they take little. In fact, we talked about it last night on Clever Tile Pinning. Please check out last night's show, where people try to pull you down because they can't stand your success, because you're changing, because you're evolving, and you may evolve beyond them. And it happens. It will happen if you do this right. Excuse me. But the people who stick with you through your success are your true friends, or your truer friends. As long as you keep that core of who you are. I am blessed to have so many friends. I really am. And it's not because I am portraying a character. People will tell you that what you're seeing right now is very close to the real me. Except I swear more in real life. But anyway, it is stressful dealing with them. And just tell them, you do it your way, I'll do it mine. God bless you. Have a nice day. And John B. Pica says, we found out how weird and scary Keisha really is. Back of the Cereal Box presents Cryptid Crunch. Watch it on YouTube. I implore you to do that too. Keisha is scary. She is frightening. She is probably a potential axe murderer. But that's what I also find that beguiling about her. That's kind of hot. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of hot, there's John Scarborough, the co-host of Stupid O'Clock, Thursdays at 9 and 11 p.m. on Saturday nights, and also on Last Man Standing with Dan Hollifield, following those shows. Morning all canning tomatoes. That sounds good. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're having a great morning. And you too, Kathy, is his Facebook user. And for this Small Press Publisher, I am not amazing. We will agree to disagree, sir. However, I may wake up with the urge to don a cape and mask saying menacingly, "Let's get dangerous," when there is opposition. And that is that's a good way to be, man. I like that phrase. Let's get dangerous. And Rick Bradley says, Keisha, my little girl just started pre-K as well. She is loving it. And the first day she was going around introducing herself and saying, "Will you be my friend?" Too cute. Oh my gosh. I can see her doing that. That is adorable. She's an adorable girl anyway. And Brian Robin, chicken poopy pants, best insult ever. We're here to help. Follow me for more life hacks. Me and Skeletor are teaming up for a show soon. And nope, it's yours. I ain't taking it back. Your show is yours. Dude, keep the future ones then, okay? I'll buy you dinner when we were in... Yes, Eric Hawkins will be in BurtCon too. Why do I keep forgetting everyone? Because there's so many cool people.
And not enough coffee.
And not enough coffee, that's for sure. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Oh, you made the perfect amount, darling. And Cookie will be there.
Yes.
You will see her hands.
Yes.
She won't have a coffee pot with her.
Maybe a coffee cup.
Probably more than one, I would think. But yeah, and we got to coordinate for Friday night and Saturday night too. If you want, thank you, sweetheart.
Welcome.
If you're wondering what that's about, we are one of the benefits of Rising Tide is we eat out a lot, and we like to go out to dinner with our friends. Rick, Amy, Kathy, Eric. Well, Eric won't be there, but maybe Saturday night, Eric, you can hang around. But we let's coordinate dinner. I will create a Facebook thread, DM, so we all can coordinate Friday. I want to try to get my stuff into the venue Friday night when I get there, but otherwise, I'm open to dinner because I'm going to talk to my friends. And who wouldn't be scared of the Eric Hawkins? He's an amazing artist that always delivers A+ material. Seriously, he is. He is, and Rick, Eric and I talk about this a lot. If you haven't seen Celebration Comics #1, which I am out of for sale, you see how far he's come. He started out strong, and he's been doing nothing but improving ever since. He is an amazing, amazing artist, and you haven't heard the last of him yet. Sarah says, I'm starting to work on an idea, wanting to give business cards to my local comic shop. So if you want to send me one or more, I'll take it to the owner of Midgard Comic Shop. If interested, DM me. Yeah, I am interested. We can work on that. In fact, what I'd like to do one day is maybe when I get a Saturday off, which won't be till November at this point, maybe Carl and everybody, maybe we can have SarahCon finally. The girl deserves it, and maybe we can go to, you and I can go to Midgard together. How's that sound? Does that sound like a party or what? I think it's good. And speaking of the party has arrived. Glenn B. Fleming got here late today. Hope you're okay. I am, my friend. And want to talk to you about rescheduling Clever Title Pending. You probably heard that we're going to go on hiatus starting in October. Excuse me, but nothing says you're not going to get that interview, buddy. Especially keep an eye on that Jack Kirby thing that is coming soon to Indiegogo. Why, Brian, you speak as if you have an ad for it. I don't run ads on this show. This is a public service announcement from Glenn B. Fleming and the Rising Tide Broadcast Network.
When they mined an area, they put down yellow tape right across that line. See? And if you walked on the wrong side of that yellow tape, you blew up.
Strange Tales 136. I remember it very clearly, and that was my first exposure to Kirby. And I wanted to show it to people.
Stan Lee used to call Jack Kirby the king for a damn good reason. There is or was no more prolific or influential a creator in the history of comics ever than Jack the King Kirby, and who would have turned 104 last week. Well, Glenn B. Fleming got to spend a couple days with the man and took some film and is going to write up his encounter with the king. So please check it out. We will have news about it, and we'll have a special Nevermind the Furthermore with Glenn, because it's at a more reasonable hour for him, for one thing, because he's across the ocean. We'll call him our foreign correspondent. Anyway, please check it out. And also, I'm filling in for Glenn inadequately tonight, but hopefully soon Glenn will be back on the Truthmongers every Wednesday night at 7 with Ted Davies. It is good. It is good stuff. And I hope you're doing well too, my friend. Glenn, love you, man. And Sarah says business cards of independent comic book creators. Hey, Sarah, one thing you could also do is tell them about Liberty Entertainment too, so they could get some comic books in there, some different stuff. And also tell them I will travel for a signing. And the artwork of Bill Sarton, good to see you, man. Missed you Monday. Wonderful Wednesday morning to the frolicking Fez man and all the nutty Nevermorians. Count your God-given blessings and never take them for granted. Good words, wisdom. And definitely check out Sarton Art 76 on Facebook for the artwork of Bill Sarton, and you can check out his great sketches and the wonderful programming he does on there. And he's just awesome. So please hire him to do sketches for you, because he's amazing. And it's funny, when I'm on the pro show, I have published more comics than 90% of the pros on there, says Eric Hawkins. I noticed that on a lot of shows. There's a lot of people that like to show up and say, yeah, I'm working on this, yeah, I'm working on that. But who's putting out stuff? I don't see a lot of it coming out. Or, I'm doing my annual book. And I was like, okay. So, yeah. Yeah, Eric, you've got far better credits than a lot of the people you compete against, and you do far better work. So maybe Mr. Miller will have you back. I need to get on there and cheer you on and heckle and raise sympathy for you that such a cruel man is pestering you. Anyway, Sarah, or artists, etc. Yeah, it's a good idea, Sarah. You could be our Midwest contact point. We need to talk about this. And hashtag bring cookie home. Artwork of Bill Sarnett is our goal every day. Seriously. And sorry I was silent. Was working on the announcement that Brian K. Morris will be the author guest of honor at HoloCon 2021. Joe Dog, thank you very much. I accept gratefully. Yes, check out holocon.com. Check out the great poster that Jeffrey Hayes of Plasma Fire Graphics designed. It is a treat. And I am honored to be the guest of honor. I'm sorry that the other guest of honor couldn't make it. Understand the reasons. It's the My Sharona Miley Cyrus, among other things. But I am hale and hearty and willing to party. So I will be hanging with Joe Dog all weekend, and that's payment enough for me. And we're going to have a great time. And please come to HoloCon in Dalton, Georgia. Go to holocon.com and check it out. It's going to be a great time, a wonderful convention. And the Artwork of Bill Sargent says, the bird's the word. When you subscribe to Cindy Kep's nice and nifty newsletter, it is really something to tweet about. And if you do go on Twitter, be sure to tell them, go to ckoepb.com and get off that raging dumpster fire called Twitter and go to Cindy Kep's page and sign up for her amazing newsletter. It really makes you feel better for having read it. It really does. Carl Wilson says, YouTube stopped Sarah's post. I'm starting to work out an idea. Wanting to give business cards to my local comic shop, so if you want to send me one or more, I'll take it to the owner of Midgard Comic Shops. I did see that, and that's thank you, Carl, for being, and Joe Dog, thank you for being on top of this. I don't understand YouTube some days, but I still think they're kinder to me than Facebook is half the time, because I don't see half I go back and look, I don't see half the comments from Facebook that I should. And I can't do that to Brian Rahman. He is going to be the launch pad to my, well, I can't talk about that, says Small Press Publisher. This is where the networking comes in, brother. That's why we hooked you up with Nick Tockert, isn't it? Actually, I feel like I feel like Nick Tockert's pimp. I really do, because I kind of gently put him and Luke Stone together, and now he's moved on. He's working with you. And when he says I'm going to get him to do something for me, we got to work out a sweetheart deal here. And was that a bad thing, Carl? I had no idea. I didn't either, Sarah, but keep posting. Don't slow down. And Comic Book Spectrum is like DuckTales. BKM is Scrooge. Eric is Donald. Clyde is Duckworth. And Brian Rahman is Launchpad with a wheeze. And me, well, I'm just lurking in the night and only show for special episodes. Every episode that you're on, brother, is special. And we will have you back for number 30. Oh, and I realized I misnumbered last week's show. It should have been 27. So I've got to go back and fix that. I can fix that on YouTube. I think we're on 28 now. I may just stop doing that because I'm evidently not doing a great job at that. But yeah, we may, after 30 we'll drop the issue numbers, but we definitely got to have you back, and more than just 30. Seriously. And that's one of those maybe I'll do a series of special shows, because one of the reasons we picked Thursday night, because that was the night all four of us can get there. But we may have some guest hosts and guest shots and etc. We got plans, and you are part of it, Joe. You are. And why I love Jesus Illusion Show, like, the thing is, I don't do a character because I want people to see the real me. It hits my heart when people want me to be someone I'm not. Exactly. And that's why we talked about this last night, Jake. If criticism does you no good, if criticism is trying to make you more like them, why should you take it? And after a while, Jake, you do this long enough, criticism will roll off your back. Stay true to what's helped, and the thing is, you're succeeding. And that's probably another thing. They might be trying to hold you back, whether they know it consciously or not. The example we give, Varian Grant and I use an example of crab fishing. If you have one, if you go out crab fishing and you've got that big cage and all, you capture one, you gotta grab that crab and put it in a basket and tie that basket down hard, because he'll try to escape. Naturally, it's every prisoner tries to escape. But if you get more than one of them, if you get like a whole thing, the others will try to escape. But if they see someone trying to get out before them, their first instinct is to go up and pull them back into the crowd. And then when they go up, they get pulled back. It's just their instinct. And the thing is, they will not only pull them back, but if they keep trying, the other crabs will tear the other crab apart if need be. They will kill it to prevent them from rising above them. And that's not what this network is about. This network is about people rising at their own level, at their own speed. Maybe with a little help from the rest of us, a little bit of a push. Like Michaela, she's going to pass me up in subscriptions. And she and I both know who's going to cheer the loudest for her. I tell her I can't wait for her to pass me up. I want her to pass me up. I want everyone on the channel to pass me up. And once we get across, we're going to help other people. Actually, we're going to start now helping other people get higher than in their subscriptions than they are. Now, I know that some of members are happy where they are, and we're happy for them. But I know there's more than one that would like to be up in the thousands, and we want to show people it can be done, and we know it can be done. In fact, I was tweaking my page yesterday to try to make it a little more attractive to people who just get on there and see what we're about. So, and it's things like file naming protocols and SEO and stuff like that. There's a lot of moving parts. So, but yeah, do what you want to do, Jake. That's what brought you this far. Why are you listening to other people? In fact, Ted Davies, who I'm going to get to next, had a great comment last night. Why are, and Ted said it so well, and I know I'm going to botch it, but it was something to the extent of, why are you looking for fruit on a tree that has never given shade? They've got nothing for you, Jake. And especially if you don't ask for their feedback. Jake, you're getting money. You're getting paid to spread the gospel and entertain people. You're obviously doing something right. Keep doing it. And don't let anyone hold you back. All right? And Ted Davies Artistry liked and shared. Thank you, brother. And definitely check us out tonight on The Truth Mongers. We're going to be talking Atlantis. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Rick Bradley says, typing on this phone is horrible. Sometimes it looks like I'm having a stroke when I post. I know. People probably wonder about me when I talk. And Sarah, I think you use the abbreviation for direct message and it could be blocked. Oh, and who knows what BKM thinks is a dirty word. Very few of them, apparently. No, I do have some words blocked on my YouTube page and my Facebook. And they're mostly racial epithets and sexual insults. So if you want to call somebody fill in the alphabet letter word, hopefully you won't be able to. So anyway, that's the way it works. And Glenn B. Fleming agreed, when you show someone your success, you are showing them their failure. Well said, sir. Well said. And sometimes that failure is just not working hard enough, not working smart enough, not asking for help. Like I said, I'm getting over this thing about being a one-man show because, I see people like Michaela, and she does everything. She's doing what she does so well. And Jake, take this to heart. Michaela doesn't do the same show I do. She doesn't do the same show Ted or Carl or Joe, either of the Joes, or Dan or Heather do. She does her own show, and it works. And if someone were to come on and say, well, I think you ought to have neon lights, and you need a flashy introduction, and you need to be standing on a big stage to do this with dancers and stuff, she's probably going to tell them where to go and the quickest way to get there, because what she's doing works, and her show will evolve as she becomes more comfortable. Just as this show has changed a lot since I was standing in my dining room with my cell phone in my hand talking about my colossal ego. So anyway, but Glenn, yeah, that's exactly right. Sometimes what you do, it's a mirror to other people, and they don't like what they see in themselves. And Carl, the S word is a dirty word to BKM. Well, yeah, we should put. I did think about putting in there, but anyway, and then I got a book with that name, so I can't do that now. I want you all to buy the Snow series. And like one of the people that sent a message to me says, Jake Lindsay, you're not allowed wearing a blue coat, because I wear a blue coat. When I bought the coat way before him, sorry for the rant, it's just stressful. No, I get it, man. And, that's funny, because in books, it was something called Cockygate about 2-3 years ago, where somebody had actually gone to the they'd released a series of erotic novels featuring the word cocky. And it was like the Cocky Boys, the Cocky Brothers, things like that. It's a play on words. Don't look it up, Jake. And she got a trademark on it. I think somebody was asleep at the trademark office and they said, oh, sure, because you do list these things for specific reasons. Well, the thing, she could say, well, I'm trademarking this just for paperback covers with this unique font, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, it turned out, one, she didn't have the right to the font. So that got her in a lot of trouble. And secondly, what really got her in touch with the community was she went to other authors who had published books with the word cocky in them long before she did. And she said, you can't use that anymore, but I won't sue you if you change the name of your book and your cover. No problem, right? It's cheaper than a lawsuit. And she got kind of drummed out of the community as a result. She is now a punchline. So if anybody says, well, you can't use a blue jacket because I use a blue jacket, you remind them of that. You just tell them, I used a blue jacket before you did. It fits me better, and this discussion is over. Jake, don't be afraid to block people. Don't be afraid to tell them thank you, but no thank you. God bless you for your advice, but hit the bricks, because sometimes you gotta be tough. And Carl mocks Jody with his laughter. And when there's trouble, you call DW. That's right, Damien. You are the man. You are the Avenger of the Night. I'm Damien. There we go. Hey, Grant Langer, good morning, Nevermorians. Wishing a happy birthday to fellow Nevermorian Angie Dudas. We love Angie. Mwah, Angie, happy birthday to you, darling. I think it's her 20th, maybe 21st. I don't know. But anyway, hope you're going to spoil her today, Grant. She deserves it. And you deserve a little spoiling too, Grant. Oh, love you both, man. And Brian Rahman, folks, the pre-launch page for Memoirs of an Angel, number 8 is up. The Labyrinth. Oh, I love that movie. Be the first to know about the launch at that address there. Oh, man. Very cool. Very cool. I am on board. Memoirs of an Angel is about a ragtag group of infinite and finite beings who race through time and space to rescue a bitter witch hunter from the clutches of the Dark Kingdom. It is like Lord of the Rings meets The Exorcist. Join the adventure today. Yay. And yay, Angie, says Carl Witzman. We agree. Yay, Angie. And just when you thought it was safe to go outside, says the artwork of Bill Sarn, I'm back on Stupid O'Clock and Last Man Standing tomorrow night starting at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, where I live. I've got some cool vintage toys for show and tell that I bought at the huge estate sale I was working at last week. Don't be late. That sounds good. Sounds good. Check out Stupid O'Clock and Last Man Standing. I think it's the best conversation show on the air. I really do. Sarah definitely would be a great time to go to the comic shop together and for you to catch up with the owner after a few years of not seeing him. Yeah, I think I saw him. I saw the owners this would have been about 4 or 5 years ago. I think it was, I want to say it was around time of one of the Silcons. I popped over there and said hello. And we hadn't seen each other for like 20 years, but they recognized me the minute I started laughing. So anyway, and Facebook user, good morning. Just so I'd say hi. I've been a little busy lately and haven't been social on social networks. Well, you can make up for it today. Glad to have you here. And quick announcements, says John B. Pike. The Sunday Back of the Cereal Box presents Cereal Boxers After Dark, a new 5th Sunday crossover show on the Back of the Cereal Box Network. Very cool. Well, I'm thinking this Wednesday, or Tuesday rather, due to circumstances, I didn't book as far in advance as I wanted to. And we've got an opening for next week. I'm thinking we might do like a network thing. So I'm just, I may propose that next day or two. Anyone that can show up, that would be cool. And Facebook user says, and Facebook is not telling me who you are, so I'm sorry. Oh, it's Ariana Archeri. Ariana, I love you. Wow. How are you and Josh doing? While I'm here, I need help. Boy, there's a lot of us that can say that. Those of you in the business and selling, I keep hearing about niches, and I'm trying to find mine with my art. I am thinking poetry art. Ooh, is that a niche? It is now, sweetheart. Could someone please look at my Etsy shop and maybe help me with this niche thing? Check out her work. I've got a piece of it on my wall right here. Ariana was kind enough to gift me that, and thank you. I love it. But please check out her work. It's beautiful. She's a poet. She's a painter, podcaster, presenter, anything that rhymes with it has a P at the start of it. She is alliterative and talented. So please check it out. Check out her work. And yeah, it's like, well, I call Skyman's steam pulp. And as far as I know, I'm the only one using that term, but that's my niche. And I'm kind of leaning into that sort of thing these days. And I'm glad to say, by the way, if you're in the West Chicago area, I will be at the Windy City Pulp and Paper show on September 12th. And I will not be hosting. I'll be on a panel at 1:00 there. And I'm looking forward to rubbing elbows safely with my pulp peeps. So please come see us. It's going to be a good time. And the artwork of Bill Sarn says, join the Far Out and Groovy Kids by clicking on SarnArt76 on Facebook for better days from yesteryear. My snazzy jazzy sketches are always available for purchase safe and securely through PayPal. So make sure to hit the follow button and on the artwork of Bill Sarn, where everything old is new again. Very good, Bill. Very good. Oh, by the way, I have my new glasses so I can sit back and read things again. So this is good. And Historical Fencing Guild, Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. I found out one of my all-time favorite books, The Lonely Guy's Book of Life by Bruce J. Friedman, had a sequel that I didn't know existed. That's right, it did. I'd forgotten. And here's a funny thing. Nick, you know I've talked on this show about my uncle giving me those men's adventure magazines when I was 5 to keep me quiet. And my mother got upset because I was reading Mad Magazine with him. I picked up some of those magazines recently from Comics Cubed in Kokomo. Check out their show tonight, too, if you're not watching it. It comes on right before The Truthmonger, so watch that show and buy a lot of comics because they're great people. But anyway, I picked up one. One, it was published by a division of Marvel Comics. 2, the editor was Bruce J. Friedman. It was really cool. So, and Mario Puzo wrote for a lot of those magazines too. So yeah, I forgot about that. Bruce J. Friedman was a really talented guy. And if you ever get a chance, Nick, don't do it when Xander's around, okay? But there is a PBS stage play he did called Steam Bath. And Jose Perez from the original Broadway productions in it, along with Bill Bixby and Valerie Perrine. It's a Steam thing. It's steamy. Don't let Xander watch it, but you would enjoy it. Here's my imitation of Bill Bixby and Jose Perez in her best scene. That's them. I was too. Anyway, full backle nudity. And Ted Davis Artistry, I'm affiliated with Creative Gods, Rising Tide, and we are affiliated with you, brother. We are the better for it. Happy birthday, Angie, says from Deso Small Press Publisher. And happy Hump Day, my friends. Hope everyone is having a great day today. Joe Bachman, always a pleasure to see you, sir. Hope your day is going well. And happy Wednesday from Cindy Cap. Mwah! Good to see you. And you know what? Nazis need a slug to the mug. CKOEPB.com. Check out their newsletter, check out her great website, and buy her books. And I'm words. And oh wow, Brian, great to see you getting the credit you deserve. Well, thank you, Nick. I appreciate that, man. And thank you, Joe Dog McKeel. I appreciate the invite. I really do. I was a guest anyway, but now I'm the guest of honor, which means as long as this COVID thing's going around, and I'm unafraid, my star's going to rise. Anyway, Amazon reviews made less impossible. Where I've missed? Oh, there it is. This book here. Note the sophisticated graphics that only this show provides. Anyway, Amazon Book Reviews Made Less Impossible gives you a handy template to write honest and quick reviews and tells you why it is very important for your favorite authors. So please leave us a review and pick up that book available now on Smashwords and Amazon for only $2.99. Brian Robin says, what's that, Joe? I'm a launchpad. Sweet. I don't know what that means, but I'm excited about it. It means people get on top of you and get hot. Anyway, Cindy Cap says, great info about safely fracasing with Nicholas Anthony Tucker. Get the Simple Sword and his other books on combat, plus his pickup games like Big Stompy Robots. It's great. And Nightreich, available on Amazon by John B. Pica. Also check out johnpica.com for all this amazing man does. Speaking of amazing men, Damian Waldron says, I will gladly stand in line behind Joe D to guest host. If you haven't seen his show, you are missing out. Seriously. Great stuff from Joe. Check out the back. I keep wanting to mention John's show. John's going, go ahead. But no, from the Desolate Small Press Publisher, every Saturday night, Great interviews, great reviews. A lot of fun on that show. I dig it the most. And Grim 101 Kickstarter fulfillment being mailed out this week. Look in your mail for it next week. Yeah, I slept in yesterday, so I missed the show. It's in my queue to watch today it'll probably be late tonight by the time I get some time for it, but it's worth it. Brian, you just need to ask. I know Historical Fencing Guild. I do. Wait till we get the team feature here on StreamYard. What that means is, up till now, and I used to be in one of these networks where you could share someone's account, and StreamYard doesn't care. StreamYard doesn't mind at all. But they all have to have your logon, which I don't have a problem with. I would team my logon. But it is a pain in the butt because you only have a 15-minute window to answer. It's a dual confirmation kind of thing, like a lot of security is now. And the thing is, it takes a little bit of coordination to do it, and sometimes it just doesn't happen easily. But once team features come in, I can appoint, say, Eric Hawkins to run the entire show, or Brian Rahman or Clyde Hall to run the entire comic book spectrum, and I don't even have to be there. They can log on with their own names and get into the program. So as long as I give them the link to the show. So yeah, and you would get it too, Nick. So seriously, this presents opportunities. And the Legend of Traveling TARDIS Tuesday nights at 6. And Michaela Jade, I nailed down more details about leaving my day job. Pro editor, here I come. Yay! Michaela talked to Tommy Hancock. He is gearing up production again. Cookie has gotten some stuff done, and one of the books she worked on, in fact, just got released by Frank Schillinger. There's a thing on my page in the Rising Tide publications page about it. So Cookie's a good editor. And I've just started working with my guy on his novel. So anyway, those dastardly dingoes, Cindy Kep approves, and I do too. Check them out. They are great. And starting in early October, they are a part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. And Nerd Culture You Wanted, Brian Permison has got it. Check out his great shows at the Nerd Culture channel. And Damian Waldron, just getting coffee, going back to lurk mode. Coffee, the lubricant upon which the gears of creativity grind. Time. Anyway, or Slancha, whatever you prefer. And from the Desolate Small Press Publisher, Saturday nights, 10 p.m. Great show. Love that show. And yes, Michaela. And Neurosis from Amy Hale. Check out her latest book. She is an amazing author. And that book is fantastic. And speaking of fantastic author, Amy Hale, love you, hon. Hope you and John are doing well. Looking forward to seeing you Saturday. And I don't know if you said, or if you caught it earlier, but I'm going to start a direct message thread on Facebook for those of us who are going to BirdCon this weekend. And if I forget anyone, please include them. But we're gonna show up Friday. I'm going to show up Friday night, probably set up early if I can. The doors open at 6 there at the Bonnen, and then after that, I'm up for a dinner and some chat time. Brian Robbins says, hey, the dingoes are well over 1,000 subs. You can make it happen, and we want to help others get there. Dude, and I want to push you to 2. I seriously do. When you guys passed me up, I was so happy for you, because seriously, you guys did so much. And I've got to I got to thank Jeremy because he gave me some tips that I'm using and have helped me. So God bless you, Jeremy. And Syndicate Warriors, Michaela Jade's got those books, and you need to get them too because they're awesome reads. And I respect your faith, Jake. We each have our own faiths. Hugs to you. Don't let them, and I agree with Sarah, don't let them get you down, Jake. Use it as a reason to succeed. And if you like poetry, you'll love Teresa Dunn. Check out her books on Amazon, Poetry Expressions. And while you're at it, get some Historical Fencing Guild stuff on every Friday night on YouTube with Nicholas Anthony Tucker. He's amazing. And Rick Bradley, my signal in this office is atrocious. I'm going to have to watch the rerun. Everyone take care and stay creative. Rick, good to have you on the show last night. I hope you have a great day. We will see you on Friday. And Comics Talk with Pops Van Zandt, Cindy Kep tested, Brian K. Morris approved. Check out his show. Also check out the Comic Related Madness. He's so cool. And John B. Pike, hey Jake, I am getting back into magic. My first public performance will be at HowlCon. Yes, I will be there too. We are going to have a party, John. And Cindy Kep, you want hybrids. Luke Stone, who last I heard is still still having a rough time of it with the COVID. So please send your prayers and good thoughts his way, all right, to him and his family. And BK saying is, why would I allow a tree that has never borne fruit to cast shade on me? There we go. Jake, write that down. Why would I allow a tree that has never bore fruit to cast shade on me? There we go. I love that. I've got to write that down. I've got to get a tattoo of it where I can see it. And Cindy Cap, you want more and powerful stories, you need to go to Bear Publications, where you can get the great book called Animal Eye by Cindy Cap, as well as her very first comic book based on that novel, Animal Eye #1. That is, to my knowledge, she's not gotten a bad review on that comic book yet, and for good reason. It is marvelously written, and if you want all that merchandise, you need to go to Bear Pub for that too. It's good. And nobody does what I do because, well, they have more sense, says Carl Witzman. I don't even do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And sexual insults, is that when somebody tells you were bad at sex? Well, you know, Eric, it's like I always say that good sex is amazing and bad sex is still pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And City Cap says Zombies in Oz, Eric S. Hawkins, great book. It's available for a limited time only. The clock is ticking at Indiegogo. So, and is also available all the time at Comixology. Please check it out. And yes, we have over 1,000 subscribers for Back of the Cereal Box too. It is totally doable. Of course, you might have to wear fishnets and sequin boots to get there. John, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Well, I'm already doing half my broadcast without any pants on. Is that, yes, folks, I do. I decide to be comfortable. Well, especially since with the heat wave we've had, this room doesn't have very good insulation. So it's cold in the winter and warm in the summer. So, but right now it's beautiful. So it's quite comfortable. So I am wearing trousers today. But I've had some nights where I'm in my Hanes, you know what I'm saying? And, we're comfortable. So anyway, and we just had a comment dump. First comment dump this morning. We've gotten pretty good at this, I guess, after an hour and a half. And Brown Coats in Kentucky, please check out Remelian. She is a wonderful lady. It's such a creative angel. Check out what she does, and check out if you're a Firefly fan, if you love that great TV show that Fox butchered so badly. Check out what she does. She's in charge of the Kentucky Browncoats, and she's wonderful. Question about your philosophy in life, asks Grant Lankard. Have you always found it easy to not get jealous and be happy for others' success? Not gonna lie, I have trouble. I used to. I guess it's because I've evolved a little. I actually get, I don't know if jealous is the right word, but I see people who, like people who buy subscribers on from Fiverr or whatever. I don't get jealous. I get resentful because I see people like John Pica, or I see people like Michaela Jade or Ted Davies or Amy Hale, any of the Nevermorian crew who work hard for their success and do all the right things for the right reasons. And I get a little resentful when some people reach certain levels that don't have the heart behind it. But then I see the people that do succeed, like you, Grant. And Grant, now's a good time to tell me you hate me. But anyway, no, there are people that pass me up, and if they're in Evermorian, Rising Tide, I couldn't be happier for them. I want Michaela to pass me up. I want Amy to. I want Joe Dog and Joe D to pass me up. I want to get there. But I don't mind if they get there ahead of me, because their success benefits us all. So, it's the thing, but you get over it. Don't worry about others' success. Worry about your own. Don't compare yourself to anyone. I think we've had that conversation before. You're not Neil Adams. I'm not either. I'm not Stephen King. I'm not J.K. Rowling. I don't look as good in a dress. I'm close, though. If you like plus size. But no, don't compare yourself to anyone else. Be the best Grant Lankard. Be the best creative Grant Lankard you can possibly be. That's the person Angie fell in love with. And when you do, there's something called the law of attraction. Success will come. Trust me. And angel memoirs need nebulizers. That's why you need the work of Brian Rodman at brianrodman.com. And hoe down and sell out. That's my motto. That's right, my God. Get the casting couch out. I will sanitize that thing for your safety. And Stormgate Press. Check out Stormgate Press with all the great stories like the Captain Hawkland series and Pulp Reality. Good stuff. And the debut comic and toy show, the return of QuadCon, Five Flags Event Center, October 3rd. Cindy Kep will be there with books, dragons, spooky stuff, comics, and much more fun, along with the Halloween and comic toy show at QuadCon Des Moines. And she gets to play there too with the cool stuff. She is cool stuff. That's our Cindy Kep. And I'm truly blessed that I have you all. Without you, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Jake Illusion, the Why I Love Jesus Illusion Show, your rising tide, man. Just keep rowing in the same direction as the rest of us, and your tide will rise. I promise you. Animal Eye and Urshalon 2 Into the Open are both on sale on the Zon, as its friends call it. Go to Cindy Kep on Amazon. She is amazing. And Sergeant Art 76 for vintage cartooniness. And yeah, man, I tell you, I love the work of Cindy Kep. She is such a great writer. Also, check out her Patreon at www.patreon.com/CKOEPP.com. Burn that into your memory and check it out. And Ariane R. Cherry, Josh and I are good. Thank you for your kind words and help. Maybe I'll just make poetry art a niche. Why not? It's yours. Own it. Lean into it. And then I hope I will find an audience. That's the next step. You promote and just keep being rising tide, sweetheart. You and Josh both, and watch Law of Attraction. It's Law of Attraction. The good stuff comes back to you. All right. City Cap says Animal Eyes page is running a contest. Follow the page and post a pic of a critter eye on the contest announcement. Recruit pals to vote before September 14th. The one with the most eyes, and that's AYES. I saw what you did there. Will either get an amigurumi character or up to $25 worth of Animal Eye merch. Dudes and dudettes, you must go for the amigurumi. Look at what I got. Cindy Kep made this for me. I love this thing so dearly. Why do you think I keep it by my side? Are you an amigurumi? Are you a groovy amigurumi? Yeah, see, that's emphatic. And he's got a little tail you can play with. It is a good thing. It is a good thing. I love you, Cindy. Thank you so much, darling. And Why I Love Jesus Illusion Show, if it's in his will, I'm going to quit the job I'm at now and do magic full time. Yes, my parents will retire and travel the road with me if it goes well. Make it your goal. Jake, right now, make your promise to yourself and to your parents and talk it out. Why do you think my hashtag is Bring Cookie Home? That is my goal, to bring her home permanently. All right. Not just, we have a lockdown or she breaks her elbow that she comes home. I want her home all the time, working for me. And she's helping to make it happen. You can make it happen too, Jake. Just never lose faith in yourself. Have faith in your God and faith in yourself and faith in your talent. It will come to you. And, well, it's about that time. Don't die, feed cookie. Thank you, Brian Rodman. Feed yourself while you're at it. Well, thank you. I've earned it. Well, cool. Excellent. And hashtag Bring Cookie Home. Hashtag signed up for the Memoirs of an Angel Labyrinth and Laugh Like the Shadow. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow does. So does Brian. Brian, don't be so damn happy about it, okay? Anyway, and Cindy Cap says, and I'm out of break. Oh, boo hiss. Sign up for Rising Tide's newsletter at risingtide.pub. Check out that Damon Waldron beautifully redesigned page. You'll be happy you did. I sure am. And don't forget to tip your host. Thank you, darling. And Bring Cookie Home. Join Animal Eyes page and chat with me and Travis, her publisher. Definitely sign up for that. I've got to get over. Oh, I am over there. That's right. I just signed up for that. It's on Facebook. It is a great page. And Cindy, you are a great lady. Love you dearly. And thank you for putting up with the falderall last night about the wrestling thing. I still think you look great in the outfit, though. Seriously. And Cindy Cap goes, oops, missed one. Check out Back of the Cereal Box on Saturday morning. Definitely 9 a.m. And also check out all the Back of the Cereal Box programming. It is groovy and delicious, and you can do it in your underwear. And everyone have a great day. You too, Carl Wisman. Thank you for being here, and thank you for last night, my man. Check out Clever Tile Pending. And thank you from the Deso Small Press Publisher for being on the show last night. B. Rodman, you do embody the spirit of Launchpad McQuack. Family means a lot. Rising Tide is that. And for that, I must say, in less than 29 minutes, the time to feed Cookie. Keep our Scrooge safe. That's right. And that means I'm voiced by David Tennant. Cool. Joe Dog McKeel says, wonderful advice for those suffering from imposter syndrome. Numquam nothi custodiat te. Yes, it is Latin. I have got to look that up later. Thank you, Joe Dog McKeel. And also check out Stupid O'Clock tomorrow night at 9 p.m. And also at 11 p.m. on Saturday, followed by Dan Hollifield's Last Man Standing, 11 p.m. on Saturdays and 1 a.m. on Sunday morning. It's worth it. The best talk shows on the air, I promise. Funny and insightful and geeky as all get out. And anyway, dang it, I wish I could have gotten to HoloCon this year, maybe next year. Hey, if you can get, I might be able to, I might need another booth, baby. You never know. You get over here. We'll get you down there. So anyway, Grant Lankers is going to be at Memento Con at the Pittsburgh Convention Center this weekend. It's going to be interesting because the guys from Supernatural. Oh, Joe Dog, thank you. I thought that might have been it. I heard another term for that, but or another Latin for it, but idle. That's one of my phrases. Thank you, Joe Dog. Appreciate it. Just got notice from Chrome here. Anyway, the guys from Supernatural and Grant Lankard is going to be at Memento Con. Good luck. And I know nothing about the show. I just know that they have a rabid female following. I've heard their conventions take on the atmosphere of a Chippendales show. You'd look good in a bow tie and a G-string, buddy. And good luck. Let me know how many comics that sells. And Ted Davies Artistry. See you tonight, all in the Truth Mongers. BKM is the guest host, and Atlantis is the topic. Bring your flippers and snorkel. Definitely, you're going to need them to get there. And 13 watching, 8 likes. Hit the like button, says a Historical Fencing Guild. Before you leave, to prove BKM's worth to the algorithm overlords. Yes. In fact, our numbers on searches now are getting better as a result. So please, before the show ends, please take a moment on YouTube to give us a like, if you would. And please, if you have not already, please subscribe. Remember, if we hit 1,100 subscribers by the end of Halloween night, I will do a special 12-hour Nevermind the Furthermore. We're going to have some contests. We're going to have some giveaways. And maybe I'll use that StreamYard thing. We'll come up with some StreamYard goodness on here. And also, we'll have some guest stars. We've got people already lining up to be on the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. So please check it out. And I'm probably going to pee my pants on the air. It will be, unless, of course, I will be safe and dry because I will have the Hail Pail and the pod catheter available now from Rising Tide Industries. Anyway, thank you. Please like the show. And if you're watching us on Facebook, please also give us a reaction, like, love, or laugh at us. We don't mind. And thank you, Nicholas. I won't lie. I forgot to like. Well, you can make up for it now. And Damian Walburn, everyone have a great day. Keep at it, whatever it is. And hashtag bring Cookie home. Damian, love you, man. Hope to see you. I'm looking forward, rather, to seeing you this Saturday at BurgCon in Harrisburg, Illinois, at the Bonin Business Center, 540 North Commercial in Harrisburg, Illinois, on Route 45. Please come see us. Route 45 travels the entire length of the state from Metropolis, Illinois, through Vienna, that's how it's pronounced, through Harrisburg, and Carmi, Effingham, Champaign, Kankakee, and through the western suburbs of Chicago into Michigan. So it's a pretty good route. It's very scenic and a lot of good restaurants on there. Damien, looking forward to talking to you. And wait, what? I thought Michaela was coming to HoloCon this year. Circumstances will not allow it, unfortunately, but I will try to be I will try to make up for her absence. And from That's a Small Press Publisher, wonder if we should advertise Saturday's programming as 1 bourbon, 1 Scott, and 1 beer. The adult hangout. Just a thought. Give it a shot, dude. Oh, I saw what I did there. Anyway, do it, man. Let's see what happens. And I know Angie loves Supernatural. I hope I can keep her on target of selling comics instead of talking about the TV show. Dude, gear up to do more of the work. You know what I'm saying? And as always, do not die. Feed Cookie. I will, my friend. I will. And just don't drink 6 bottles of water before the show. Holding it in 4 hours is torture. Jake, we're not going to hear about your bladder again. Got that? Anyway, Cookie is hungry. Feed her. Don't die. Yeah, I will, sir. I will, Joe Dog. And thank you for making me the guest of honor at HoloCon this year. In all sincerity, I am flattered. I really am. it is quite an honor for me, and I will try to rise to the occasion. And today's a day we all could rise to the occasion. Probably we will be tested somehow. I've got a lot of running around to do. We've got to pick up my comics. We've got to take Cookie to PT, and then I've got to go to Kokomo to do something important. Then I got to come back and do the Truth Mongers tonight, which would be the pinnacle of my week. So anyway, aside from what am I thinking of? Oh yeah, this show tomorrow night, Comic Book Spectrum, Thursdays at 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Central Time. We're going to review some of the latest comic releases and talk funny books. And I think one thing we're going to talk about is a new trend that is popping up in comics, where creators are owning more of a piece of the pie. We may talk about the history of that and some other things that are affecting the industry. So please join us. We think you'll enjoy the conversation. We have fun. Anyway, from the Desk of the Small Press Publisher, T-12 minutes till hashtag time to feed Cookie. Well, we are now T-11. The launch pad is now warming up. The gantry is pulling away from the rocket, and we are ready to hang 10. That's the wrong simile. That's surfing. But anyway, we're on the launch pad. We're a launch pad too, and we're going to take off now. So anyway, thank you all for your involvement in this morning's show. You have made it a joy, as you always do. And as always, we have people to thank, such as Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, on the look of your book matters to you. You've worked hard with your editors and your beta readers to create a great work of writing. Are you going to scrimp on your cover and actually drive people away? Bad covers can actually drive potential customers away. That's why you need Plasma Fire Graphics. Check out their work on Facebook, also on plasmafiregraphics.com, where you can contact Jeffrey Hayes directly and ask for his rate card. He does not only wraparound book covers, he also does the graphics you'll need to sell your work on social media, and can do a beautiful book trailer. Like you saw earlier for Stormgate Press, Jeffrey did that. He can do it for you at very affordable prices. Check him out at plasmafiregraphics.com when the look of your book matters to you, because it matters to your reader. All right. And also, we want to thank the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. We've got a new graphic that'll come up soon to celebrate the arrival of the Dastardly Dingoes on Tuesday nights, starting in October. And also great shows from an array of amazing creators. Oh my gosh, it makes me want to step up my game to keep pace with these wonderful folks. But anyway, we've got your entertainment and adventure and education wrapped up in 7 days of the week, and we're putting out more content all the time, quality content. Please check us out on our various Facebook pages and our YouTube pages. Please give them all a like, and check out the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Also, check out Patreon. For a small monthly stipend, you can support your favorite creators directly. In return, you will get special stuff. Like, we have a special blog that I'm going to write my newest one tomorrow, if I can manage my time properly. It's looking good. But anyway, I'm grateful to all these people who are helping keep this show on the air and helping us grow. We really appreciate them all. And also check out their pages, because they also offer various rewards for supporting them as well. But if you want to see what I am offering, go to www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And we are grateful for your support. We are grateful for your attendance here and spreading the word. And let's see, here we go. Oh, and while listening to your voice, I'm taking care of the current situation. Love you to the abyss and back always. Back at you, dear Sarah, and good luck. And if I need to do anything, let me know. Bring me in. And that's a wrap. Laters, everyone, says Donna Carlene, as they say in TV. Anyway, Donna, love you, darling, and thank you for being at the show last night. It was so good to have you. And Joe Bachman says, have a great day, everyone. See you all next week. I'll be out taking pictures of upcoming projects Friday. Looks like fun. Joe, you have an excellent day. And Grant Lager says, I'm sure a lot of ladies would like to see what you're offering. Anyway, Grant, have a great day. And if I forget to tell you before then, please come back Friday and promote your show. We will be on Friday morning. It might be at an earlier time. We haven't decided yet. And I will try to show up on the time oh boy, so embarrassing. Anyway, Grant, you have a great day too, my friend, and happy birthday to Angie. Give her some hug and inappropriate touches from the rest of us, okay? And everyone, thank you for being here. Thank you for your ongoing support. Thank you for watching the show. Please share the show out. Remember, YouTube challenge. 1,100 subscribers. We're about 500 away, and it can be done. Please share us with your friends and all of our shows, whether it's Nevermind the Furthermore. Definitely check out last night's clever title pending. You will be glad you did if you suffer from imposter syndrome. And if you don't know what it is, you may have it and not realize it. So please check out last night's show. It was great. And also please check out Comic Book Spectrum tomorrow night. And with that, we are going to wish you a wonderful, wonderful hump day. Have a good day at the comic shop because today is new comic book day. And as I scroll down to where I need to be, thank you for watching. Appreciate you all so very much. Thank you for your friendship and your support. And we will return. Like I said, I'll be on the Truthmongers tonight, co-hosting with Ted Davies. We're going to talk Atlantis. We'd love it if you talked with us. And also tomorrow night on Comic Book Spectrum. And tomorrow morning will be Ted Talks Toys. Ted will have a toy show tomorrow. He's going to take us through his toy collection. And then we've also got Friday morning. I'll be back with the new Nevermind the Furthermore. And great programming the rest of the night, like the Historical Fencing Guild and more. And Thursday nights will be Stupid O'Clock, followed by Last Man Standing. A lot of great stuff. Can't keep up with it, but I'm having fun trying. And folks, have a fantastic Wednesday and hope the rising tide washes over you and gives you everything you deserve. And I hope it's good. Anyway, folks, this is Brian K. Morris wishing you, as always, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. Have a great Wednesday, everyone. We'll see you Friday on Nevermind the Furthermore.
Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Broadcast Network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Nevermind the Furthermore.
Author Cindy Kepp is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kepp at CKOEPP.com today.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
The campaign to end World War II would begin with D-Day, but the fight that would shape the destiny of all mankind would be fought elsewhere. In space. Allied with beings from another world, the crew of the cargo plane Flying Rebel battled the horrifying evils of Project Ares and a madman hell-bent on becoming the Emperor of Earth. Stormgate Press presents the Doomsday Blitzkrieg. Get your copy today.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, indievolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.
How dare you!